Okay, so obviously I've already opened this box before, and I couldn't be bothered putting the cable back in, but we'll actually just reopen it now. So, like I said, these are going now from for like 125, and like they were like what, £150 brand new. So you're getting like really good offers on now, and you can get them second hand for like 60 quid or less now. So I always got the bronze because it's like it was the new colour last year. And then in this little packet here, this is where the cable would be, and this is like the little, well, you can't really call them ear tips, but you know, like ear pieces. But you've probably already seen the reviews, and yeah, we'll get on to talking about if they're actually worth it now, since they're like, you know, going on to being as cheap as like your Skull Candy Indie Crushers and all that. Is it a crusher? I can't actually remember, but anyway, let's get on to the video. So these actually do have quite good like technology in them, because they do have wireless charging, and if you have a phone that does reverse wireless charging, you can put them on it and then it will charge off that as well. It has USB Type C, which I think it's just mandatory to have them on all these products these days, because like if you don't have them on, then you're not really going to do very well on the earphone market. So open them up, it actually gives you a light indicator here. This actually indicates if your buds are you know, charged or not. And then this is your battery case charging, and this will go green for 90%, like for 100%, and then like yellow for 50%, which is what mine's at the moment. You can see that. And I think it's below 20, it goes red for like not a lot of percentage left. But obviously everyone likes the shape of these, because they do look a lot like beans. But yeah, again, they've actually got a lot of technology in it. God, I cannot speak. So these are obviously where the noises come through, and they're actually pretty good. The only problem is everyone else can actually hear your music. People think that you've got your music on too loud, and then it's not. It's just because they blast it out through here. But because I haven't got like the silicon thing around it, you've already heard all of this anyway. But I'm just, you know. So yeah. And they seem to charge actually pretty quick. Like, I wouldn't say as fast as phones, but they do charge pretty fast. I was actually kind of expecting it to be a little bit longer. The battery life on the case is alright. Like, it only lasts like 3 days, and I'm thinking that's not very good. But I don't really like use these on all day. So like when I take them out, I have them in for like an hour, and then I put them back in. And then in which case, like, they're only like what, 90%. So then when you put them back in, it like uses up the battery in this. So that's how I drain my case battery. I don't really use all of like the 100% out of the earbuds, but I use a lot of the battery out of the case. So noise cancelling, everyone always knows it sucks anyway. Like, I couldn't even hear a difference, like a tiny bit. Like, you're in the car and you put it on, it basically drowns it out. It doesn't get rid of it at all. It just makes like a different pitch. So, and if you have them on anyway and you think there is a difference, when you walk, it's literally like if someone is blowing down your ear, and it's just, you might as well be in like a wind tunnel, because it's that loud. It's just obnoxious, and you can even hear it when it's not even on. You can still even hear the microphones, because there is loads of little microphones on here. You got that one, and you got, is that one a microphone? I don't actually know. I think that might be a microphone. But another thing I hate about these is the touch controls. Now, I don't even use them on mine. I've just completely taken them off. Like, I just don't use them at all. I just use it for music. Because, like, you're putting them in, bang, your music's on. Take them out, bang, your music plays. Although they do stop anyway, so that's not really that much of a problem. But, yeah. And then what I also don't get about these is, like, on most earphones, you tap it once to go up, you double tap to pause, and you triple tap to like skip. But these, because obviously they can't actually do volume rockers on the touch controls, so I was like, is it broken, or did he just not have them? They don't even have volume control. Like, you can't use your volume on these. You have to go into the settings and change it manually. So now I was like, oh, so I can just press it once to put the volume up on this one and put the volume down on that one. But no, it doesn't. You have to hold the button down. So it takes like 5 minutes to actually find the little hold button in the first place. And then when I actually find it, it just takes forever to actually hold it down, because then you don't know if you've hit it or not, or you have. Why didn't they just do it one tap up, one tap down, on like this, on the other earbud, instead of holding it down? Because like the amount of times I've like hold it down and the music stopped and paused and, you know, carried on doing it, and then it's like gone forward too much or gone backwards. It's just really annoying. But like I said, I've turned them off, so I don't have any problems with that anymore, because I just couldn't be bothered. So yeah, that is completely fixed. Now the app that these are on, which is Samsung Wearables app, they've actually updated the app. Like when I got these like a couple of months ago, like the whole server was black, like the back screen was all black, or like a bluey black, can't really remember. And you could actually like change like the pitch and all that, and the bass and the treble and like normal sound and up sound. But this is like really satisfying like scroller wheel. And obviously it told you where your buds, how much you've, you know, charged them or not. But what I don't get is that they got rid of like the really satisfying like changer, like on like when you got like, I can't really describe it, but like if you got a guitar, like an electric guitar, and you got the amp, and you have that like rocker on it to like change your pitch and all that. It was literally like that. It was so satisfying to like use, and it like vibrated. It was like, it just felt really nice. But then they got rid of that. Now you have to like, you press the buttons individually instead of like moving it. I suppose it's quicker, but it's just not as fun as the volume rocker. Now, I will know the magnets suck on these. Like, they just fall out. And I've been like, let's say I put them back in and I've got like my hands busy. I like put them in and then like I drop the case and they just fall out instantly. I have to go and try and scatter around trying to find them, and it's just a bit annoying. Why couldn't they just actually put, you know, good not motors, magnets in the case? Because other manufacturers can seem to do it, so I just don't really know why these guys can. Although, like I said, the sound quality is alright. I'd say it's like the same as AirPods second gen. Is it AirPods second gen? I'll probably say it's like the same as that. The only difference is like everyone can still hear your music like you can with AirPods. Unless you got the newer ones, like the Pros. So yeah, it's like, it's just really annoying. It's like you sat in a room with like your family and just want to listen to like a podcast or something. You have it on like hardly any volume, like literally like 2%, and everyone's hearing it and saying to turn it down, it's too loud. It's just obvious that they just ruined their idea. Unless you want to be like a party and everyone wants to hear your music, you might as well, because that's literally what these are made for other people to listen to your music, and anything else just sucks on them as well. Although saying that, I would actually still buy these. Like, I did buy them knowing that everyone else already hated these in the first place, and there's only one reason why these are the only earphones in the world I would actually buy second hand. Like, you can say like they're clean and anything, but I would never buy them. But because these don't have the silicone tips, they just have like plastic, so that they're like kind of safe to use and not getting as much ear infections. And these are like dead clean, like nothing dirty about them at all. The only thing that I could actually find, and I know this, is that you probably get like a bit of scratches on it. Like, I've already dinged this pair somewhere. Where did I ding it? I literally can't remember where I dinged it. Was it on this one? Because I use this earbud the most, so the earbud that I dinged, I use the most. Ah, it's on the bottom, yeah, it's on the bottom. So I use this earbud the most, so you look, there's actually a ding in it when I dropped it out of my ear. Also, I say I took it out and it just fell. But yeah, apart from that, like, these are like the best fitting earbuds I've ever used, I think. Like, all the others are good, but they always like slip out eventually, or like your ear just moves and it makes it all harder to put in. But these just slip right in, and then this is amazing. I was not expecting this to actually fit in your ear as well as they do. They just slip right in, and it's just so easy to do. Definitely like the fitting on these. That's why I'm actually going to give these a higher score than I already would give them, because if they didn't fit in, then these would literally be useless. But I actually love them. I actually wear them on a daily basis. You still can't use a Samsung wearables app on any Apple products, but you could probably just buy AirPods for the same price, so that doesn't really matter. If you're an iPhone user, then it's not really that big of a deal. You will probably just get AirPods anyway. But for Android people, it does still work. If you have a Samsung and all like the other ones, they will connect instantly. Like basically, they basically copied Apple on it a bit. Like when you open it up and then these show up on the screen like Apple does when you open up your AirPods and they just come up. They kind of copied that a bit, but it is easier to use if you've got the functionality of it. But they still connect just as well when you're not. Also, these get covered in fingerprints. It's like when you have your phone and because they couldn't be it's just glossy. You just get fingerprints all over these. But although saying that, it is dead easy just to wipe it off. Like you got a bit of fingerprints on it there. You can actually see the fingerprints. And it's like, oh, clean. It's not very hard to do, but it's another thing that can get a bit annoying. And because these are bronze, they don't look bronze. Like, these look kind of bronzy, but the case doesn't. The case looks pink, like rose gold pink. And I actually was out with a friend, and he didn't even know these were earbuds. He thought these were like a really weird case for something. But no, these are earbuds. And this hinge as well, they seem to wobble apparently. I actually haven't really tried it, but it actually does. It actually clicks. Can you actually hear that creaking? Wow, that is not surprising. Although saying that, the magnet to keep it closed is quite good. Like it won't come out when you just when you take these out, and then they won't fall out when you do that. But if you let's say you drop them, they won't do it either. Even though normally they do fall out when I drop them, so that's kind of a bit annoying that you didn't do it then. But yes, so would I actually buy these in today, after a year of them coming out? If you want to have I suppose you could class it as I'm not going to say premium, but a nicer experience than the cheaper one you can find off Amazon per se, then yeah, I would actually get these because I like the app. Even though they got rid of that rock slider thing, I still like the app quite a lot compared to you just Bluetooth, what could I say? Crusher Wireless. They don't really have an app. They just connect to your phone. You don't need an app for that. So if you wanted an app, these are great because inside's very nice, and you can even get widgets for it and everything. So that's fun. Sound quality, like I said, it's probably on par with AirPods 2nd gen. But everyone can still hear your music. Noise cancelling. Changes the pitch. Doesn't really, do anything. But apart from that, great. Yeah, I'd get them. Because this doesn't look familiar whatsoever. Doesn't look like an AirPod or anything. I suppose Samsung just copying Apple now. They were having their own ideas, and then they just went, nah, I'm just gonna copy everything Apple's doing and try and make it better. But this is just, they've even kind of copied the text of it as well. So yeah, hope you liked the video. Would I buy these? If you have the money lying around, then yeah, because they actually have gone down quite a bit significantly since they actually started. Probably because Samsung realised that no one was actually buying them because no one actually liked them as much. But I do use these a lot, saying that, and I do use them daily, like I said, a lot. So I would still buy these if you have the money. You don't care about anyone else listening to your music or, noise cancelling. But like I said, up to you. I would personally wait I'll get the newer ones. But at the time I got these, I didn't actually mind. I thought I'd give them a shot. And like I said, I'm fine with them. Maybe you will too. So if you like this video, leave a like down below. And don't forget to subscribe. And I will see you next week.